Go.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Friday Frothy. Glenn and Corey, our sponsor. Corey, how are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
Mate, we're on holidays at the moment, as you guys would know if you follow the show. We talk sports, and Glenn and I are here usually every week, but we've had a few weeks off.
You've been doing some great work, mate, and I think it's good to recharge the batteries, which we've done, mate.
Yeah, but we're still not coming back just yet.
No.
But the reason we have come back tonight, guys, is because there's been a tragic... a tragic sneeze. There's been a tragic thing happen over last night, guys, and that's Dean Jones has passed away. And we thought we should come on tonight and just have a little bit of a chat about this. Yep. I've been in contact with Dean probably over the last six weeks. Yeah. Had him lined up to come on to the show, and unfortunately...
Which he was coming on.
Yes, as we know, he's passed away yesterday of a massive heart attack, guys. And so I thought it'd just be good to jump on tonight, because we're all sitting around having a beer for Dino.
Yep,
and
we are, because we're remembering, as younger fellas, watching just how good the guy was.
Yeah,
he was only 2 years older.
Well, exactly right.
But I was still younger.
Exactly.
So we loved him. I loved watching Dean Jones.
Yeah.
In your face, said it how it was.
Yep.
And probably one of the greatest one-day cricketers of all time.
Well, changed the sport, didn't it?
Which means, of all time, you're talking West Indian, the whole lot, mate.
Yeah.
He was very West Indian, the way he batted.
Corey,
what do you reckon, Corey?
Dean was around playing in the 80s and 90s, mate. Did you get to see much? You're only a spring chicken, aren't you?
I
Really?
was a spring chicken, but I did see a lot of the running between the wickets and stuff like that. It was great.
Yeah, it was quick. He wasn't he?
Yeah,
Played
absolutely amazing.
all ends of the wicket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they reckon he revolutionised the game of the one-day game, and the way that, they said today on the news that he would turn a single into a two, and a two into a three, and a three was in a four, and he's just amazing. And we're going to finish off. We're not going to be here long tonight, and Corey, but I've done up a little bit of a clip as we'll go out tonight, which is just in remembrance of the great man, Dino.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
the great Dean Jones, and for anyone in Tasmania and the greater Australian and the world, rest in peace, and all the best. Condolences. To the family.
Yeah, well, his wife and two daughters,
yes.
And I'd also like to throw that
massive hole.
I'd also like to throw that out. We're thinking of all the family, but we're also thinking of Merv Hughes, which is one of the favourites here on the Froth.
We have, and
if you're watching Merv, we're thinking of you, mate.
We also thoughts for Brett Lee.
Poor Brett. How hard would that have been?
He worked with him throughout the commentary, which you're quite right, mate.
Yeah.
And to actually be working on a mate, that'd be but that's bloody hard.
Yep.
And
he done well when
he did well with
recording.
his recordings that, and he tried to keep it all together. So that's all we can say. Much else.
The other guy probably is affecting is one of our viewers. His name's Paul Dial from Victoria, and we met him on a cruise, Gleno. He actually named his son after Dean Jones. Remember Paul?
I do remember that.
And I've been in contact with Paul, and he's hurting a fair bit as well. So.
Yeah.
We're there with you, mate. It's tragic, isn't it?
It is. As I said, comes back to the old story, mate. Life's short, and the good thing is for Dean, I think he made every post a winner. He it was all about cricket. When he finished, it never stopped. So he was not just a great cricketer, but a commentator, ambassador, and whatever other accolades we could give him.
And also, do you know who he followed in AFL?
Oh, don't tell me it's Carlton.
He went
Carlton
to Carlton
Football Club. Yes.
So he would have been a legend.
He was a great man,
mate.
Yes.
But
you killed him.
There you go, the great Dean Jones.
Yeah, Dino, you'll be sorely missed, mate. And there's been so many accolades, so many things, people talking about him today on the news and everything.
Now, having a good old bat.
Mate, I got to tell you, I am feeling like today is as big as when Peter Brock passed away. That's the level of how good this bloke was, and
well, it was the aura that he had around him, and I think that being young fellas and that, they all wanted to bat like Dean Jones, but the thing is with Dean, and we know that the controversy that came with it was just a little bit outspoken. He said it how it was. He upset a few of the Australian selectors at different times, and But I actually think that was a fantastic thing of the way he was.
Yeah.
Because he didn't just toe the line, he said it, and he revolutionised some of the cricket too, mate. So,
well, mate, he was
well
part
done to that.
He was part of that 1987 World Cup where they weren't expected to win, and they changed the whole history of Australian cricket. So,
as you pointed out to me before, Jeff, and we've all watched all the accolades coming in from commentators, great mates of his who are Victorian guys and from all around the world, but the other thing was that he I suppose like for all the cricketers that are coming through, for all the young fellas coming through, his legacy, that's what I was trying to say, his legacy will go on.
Yep.
And I meant anyone who wanted to aspire to be like a Dean Jones, you're going to be a damn good cricketer.
Yeah.
So well done.
Yeah. And just such a shame that we didn't have the chance to have a chat to him.
Oh look, we were itching at the bit, wasn't we? I was thrilled that he'd even come on our show.
Yes. Yeah.
You did a lot of legwork talking to him, but you didn't find it hard.
No.
Because you found that he was such
bloke.
what was the interview? Sorry, not the interview, but you spoke to him at length, mate. What
to start with, it was basically about that he was going to the IPL. He was going to India. This is before coronavirus, and we couldn't do it back then. And then the coronavirus started, and they were all in lockdown. So I got in contact with him again, and he said, "Look, I've been talking about myself so much lately that he said, can we give it 6 weeks?" And it's pretty much been 6 weeks, and
we were just about to have him on.
We know what's happened. So, but mate. Well, that's the way it is. And as I said, guys, we're still on a holiday, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time with our show, with the Friday Frothy, where we talk about all sports. And but I thought it was just fitting that we were all here tonight having a barbecue. This is our sponsor, and
and having a few beers and reminiscing. As a great man.
Yeah, thought it'd be fitting for us to come on and have a bit of a talk about it, and pass on our well wishes to anyone who knows Dino, family and friends. So, but mate, look, as I said, we'll only be here for a little bit, guys. But we do have a little clip that I've done up to celebrate Dino's cricketing
prowess.
Yeah, how good he was, and that'll be on as we finish the show tonight, which won't be too far away. But what I did want to go on is, guys, we've had a few people on the show that in the past couple of months that have done extremely well, probably not more than a couple of months, done extremely well lately, and one of them was Damon Hedder, the dart player.
Oh, mate, he's nearly as good as you.
Australia.
You've been throwing some good
I'm
darts.
doing all right with darts. I'm doing all right.
Play competitive darts. Since viewers, we've been off air for a little while.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, you can do it.
Actually, Al behind the screen over there has been throwing a few good darts too, I believe. So,
Corey,
do you reckon he's in trouble, Damon Hedder? He may have to venture back down to Tasmania to play, mate.
No, I think he's safe. Corey, I don't know if you know or not, but he recently played in a huge tournament, PDC tournament, and fourth overall, and it went for a whole week. Yep. He won one of the tournaments.
He's an absolute star.
Playing up against the best in the world, and he beat them. And he's done an amazing job.
So he took his family. If we just go back a peg, he, as we pointed out on the clip when we had him, he was a roofer.
Yes,
from WA.
Yes,
he's picked up his. It was his girlfriend.
No, wife.
Sorry, big part. Apologise for that, but it was a big decision to go to England.
Yep.
And with no expectation, just the fact that he can throw damn good darts.
Yeah, got his
and
card.
He was the Australian
champion. Yeah.
So as Jeff's saying, to play the best in the world, and went over there, and now he's bearing the fruits from all his hard work. So well done.
Another person who's been on the show, guys, is Todd Hazelwood, V8 Supercar driver.
Yes, Todd Hazelwood.
And it'd be
he's flying, mate.
It'd be wrong of me not to say happy birthday, Todd, because I know you watch the show. Big happy birthday today.
Well done.
Today.
Happy birthday.
Now, Todd he's flying, I think he's only 17th or something in the championship at the moment.
South Australian boy.
South Australian.
Yeah,
but
he's just opened the
he's flying, he's had a couple of podiums. He's doing really well in his BJR team. So well done to...
Well done, the Hazelwood.
Yeah, to Toddy.
Toddy.
Mate, also another race car driver we had on the show, Alex Pro.
Alex is, yes.
Now, I've got to tell you guys...
Get sponsors.
Well,
is that what we were saying?
Alex did an amazing job. He's a little bit hard on himself, but I've got to tell you, because he watches the show
tough.
too.
He's came back well.
He has.
Look, he's come 10th in a team that's not the top team. So, and he's had probably 2 or 3 podiums during the year.
Yes.
I think he's done an amazing job. So, Alex, if you're watching this, mate, don't be hard on yourself. You have done a fantastic job.
We've always said he's a champion. And look, give him the right car, and I reckon the kids can do anything.
The guy who won the championship is
can't do
is
that,
Oscar
can you?
Pistard. What's his name? Oscar Piastri. Right?
Yes.
He's from Victoria.
Yes.
Right now, he's in one of the top teams, right? Which I think is a Ferrari team.
Very, very, yeah.
Now the cars are supposed to be equal, but they're not. They're not. Now, if Alex was in one of those cars, he'd be winning every week.
That's right.
Well,
Yes.
I think a lot of people do forget, and it's not Oscar's fault, but comes from a fairly. I've read a little bit about him of late. Comes from very good stock, and money is not an issue to be chicken stock. Actually, we had a bit of that on there, chicken. But no, he comes from very good background where money isn't the issue.
Yeah,
motor racing is a very expensive sport, and unfortunately, with Alex and that, he's looking at about 300,000.
It's tough, mate.
Each year, just to keep in the sport. So I think they're doing a commendable job, and look, it's damn hard. But I think if Alex can get through these, through the next year or two, because that's probably his window.
Oh yeah.
That hopefully he does crack it, and people can see. Put him in a good car, just what this kid can do. Because we think he's a star. So well done, and well done to his great father and that. And I know he's there behind him. Piros, isn't he? He's Piro, sorry. He's there, and so look, all the best, mate.
Yeah. So well done, Alex. So as I said, if he was one of the top cars, he'd be winning every week. Sure. So he's done an amazing job. Mate, guys, just one other thing. Another guy who's been on the show, Jeff Horn. He fought Tim Zoo.
Yeah. Look,
I spoke to Jeff after the fight, the day after. I didn't talk to him personally, but we sent messages to each other, and he was a little bit devastated. Doesn't know where his career's at, and mate.
He's done well to get where he is.
Well, all I said to Jeff is you've made everyone proud. You're an icon of boxing in Australia, and mate, doesn't matter what your position is.
He sent the message, didn't he? He sent the message from childhood bullying.
Yep.
And that's been his whole boxing career.
Yes.
And as you pointed out to me with your son, and that's what's happened.
Him and Danny Green done well for that.
Oh, look,
what they've done outside of the boxing ring. That's what they've done.
He's done everything that he can do, and look, unfortunately, at some stage you've got to retire.
Yeah.
Well, I think it may be time for him to go.
I think you're right, Glenn. But he said to me, I just need to take some time off and reassess, have a look at it, and
heard a little rumour, mate, that it might be Zarafa just to roll it out. And you know who that came from?
Yeah.
Your son.
Oh,
so I was just told that it may be his last fight.
There you go.
Against Zarafa. I don't know if that's going to eventuate, but it was. If you watch those couple of fights,
would you go back and do that again?
Well, they were terrific fights, and it was just it could have gone either way in both. And he's not going to be fighting outside. Probably Australia.
No,
now. It'd be one more fight, and I hope he doesn't do what. Our great mate did, the rugby players.
Mundine.
I hope he doesn't keep going down and keep coming back and keep coming back.
I don't think so.
Because he was a great boxer, and as well. And I don't like seeing, guys coming back and just,
getting pumped.
Money.
Glenn, Corey, how about our Tasmanian own Richie Port in the
Star,
Tour de France?
Finished third in
the
world.
How good is that?
He is a star. And
did you guys watch it? Did you watch any of it?
I did. I watched bits of it, and his wife was giving birth at the time, and he gave birth at the time. And look, as he said, he could not you know, it was a decision. It was probably the hardest decision he's ever made, but this is a once in a lifetime as well. So he wasn't there for the birth of his daughter.
Yeah.
I hope I got that right.
Yeah, well
But anyway, so he done that, mate. So the Launceston Flyer.
Yeah, let's see if we can get him on the show.
Well, it'd be a coup if we can get him on.
I reckon
Absolute
we will.
Star.
I reckon we will.
And it doesn't happen very often, mate.
Now, guys, honestly, it's not a full show tonight, guys. It's just a quick one to get on to say, you know, goodbye to Dino and have a drink. And just quickly, Brisbane Broncos. What's going on there?
Yeah, boy.
What's going on there? The worst team, the worst team ever. I mean, seriously.
Remember we did all the shows and that with Seabold and all that, and we said, oh, you know, who's going to coach them? And, you know, how lucky they were. They got Anthony Seabold in, and it's not his fault, but I don't know what's happened, mate. The wheels have fallen off.
It's the worst Brisbane Broncos team ever.
They've gone bad, and Brisbane Lions have gone from
well
bottom to top. So perhaps it's sort of like a juggling act, mate.
Obviously, you want to talk a bit of AFL here, and I don't. Actually, I don't think any of us do, really.
No, not. Well, actually,
I think we end up above Blues.
Corey's had a well, we can talk about the Blues. If you
I'm proud of.
All right, okay. Well, let's not stop. Let's not start at the bottom. We'll get there in a second.
Okay.
But let's start at the top. Who do you think's going to win the grand
Geelong.
final?
Port Adelaide.
Geelong.
You're in Geelong. Okay. What about you, mate?
North Melbourne.
Port Adelaide. You're an idiot. What do you reckon, Glenn?
Look, they've still got to be beaten. I like Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
And I'm like that, but I think probably Richmond.
Yeah, you're still in Richmond. You've always been in Richmond.
I still think Richmond, and I don't really look. Richmond have had their time. I'd really like to see Brisbane win it. No, I'd like to see Brisbane win it.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. Port Adelaide, I don't know. I think they probably deserve to win it.
Yep.
So,
pains me to say it, mate, but I'm with Corey. I'm think Geelong because their experience and they're the team. They're the team that just won't go away. They just won't go away.
Yeah, well,
all right, let's talk about the bottom. Let's start off with Hawthorn.
Okay.
What the hell happened with them?
Great last week.
Look, you're only. It's an old saying when you played football. You're only as good as your last game, and geez, they were sensational in the last game. How good's that? Stratton.
Yes.
They sent him forward. That's how good they were going, mate. He's kicked one goal in his career ever.
Yeah.
It's his second.
And that was his second.
All right.
So I just leave you on that note.
Oh,
That's about as much as I can tell you about Hawthorn. So
I'm gutted. The ploppy.
No, listen.
Gutted.
Poppy was. Look, let's be honest. Those two guys to
Fantastic.
play 3 premierships. Not only the premierships, what people. As I looked into it, obviously too, as being a supporter, is that they were mature age recruits when they came.
Yep.
Stratton was overlooked. Paul Piopolo was 24, done his back.
The plopster.
Yep. He was a tradie.
Yep.
Like us, mate. He was a tradie.
He's a bloody sensational player.
Chippy or something.
Sensational player.
And look, he put all his time and effort into his work. He strained. I think he had stress fractures in his back or something. Played over there in Adelaide. Gets a go. Gets a gig. Comes out. Probably one of the hardest guys around, you know, like as far as tackling, keeping the ball in. With him and Cyril Rioli and Bruce and that, he made Hawthorn win those 3 premierships. So well done to, we're not talking about Hawthorn, but well done to him.
Yep.
Well done to Stratton because they've had sensational years. Over to you, Corey. Carlton,
just
mate.
quickly, mate. Carlton, where are they at? What's happened? Who you lost?
We've lost Simo. We've lost Cruz.
He's been a sensation. What do you reckon about Cruz? How good's he been? He's been a sensational player.
He should be the ruck coach.
Yeah,
I think.
he'll probably come back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Simo, I would have liked to see another year, but as time steps aside,
how many?
345.
Are you happy with where they're sitting and how they're
They've
travelling?
played great this year.
I mean, you expected them to get into the final, but
Just out of the 8, I was happy with that.
yeah, like Melbourne.
Yeah, I was hoping they did just make the 8, but happy with where they are. They're putting it together.
No, it's no good. Just as you say, I mean, I wouldn't like to be like, I know Hawthorn did it a year ago, and it's no good just getting in there and just rolling in and getting knocked out straight away. But They gave this. Carlton gave themselves a good run.
They've done their building. It's time to.
Well,
time to
now it's time to shine.
That's
Next
right.
year, look, as Corey said to me coming in here, I mean, look, the whole AFL this year is being turned upside down.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year.
It's not just. I mean, they've had COVID. They've been in these hubs and all that. They've been sent from one, part of the country to the other part of the country.
No family.
Can I ask you guys seriously?
So,
Is this the year that you want to win the grand
No.
final? It means something,
You
or is
always
it the
have an
year
asterisk
it's just
beside
like it's who cares? Who cares?
Well,
I think
Look,
it's,
a premiership's a premiership.
Yeah.
But it's,
I think this is the year.
2020.
Who cares?
there's just been no crowds. I just wonder. There's certain guys that play better with a pat on the back or crowds yelling and carrying on.
Yep.
So yeah,
Like Lee just yelled at Brownlow as well.
Well,
Doesn't
Brownlow
mean
medal.
anything.
Was-
Not the year put it wrong.
No.
Probably not. We'll have a look at the
Because there'll be no Essendon players there.
The
the
Bradbury of
kicking goal.
Brownlows.
What's that?
Be
The
like the Bradbury of Brownlows.
what is it? The kicking the most goals, man. What do you call it?
What's
The-
that called?
The
What's the
Norm
award
Norm
called?
Smith medal?
No, not the Norm Smith.
Coleman.
The
Coleman.
Coleman
Well,
medal.
the punch. I meant, sorry, not the
Geelong.
punch. What's his name?
Yeah, him.
Hawkins.
Oh,
Hawkins.
Yeah,
Got
Hawkins
it.
got
Yeah.
that. What did I say?
42 goals.
Ah,
kicked.
sorry, I didn't mean to say
You know,
that.
is that something to be
Not proud of.
No.
Not really.
No.
No.
Well, he's had the ball coming down at 100 mile an hour too. In that side, he's been there for 14 years. 14 years he's been standing
still
there.
looks
He's
young.
a giant
Yeah.
of a man.
Oh, he is. He is.
And I'd probably come halfway, I come halfway up his back, so I'm certainly down near his backside when I'm standing behind him. But listen, he's that big, I'm telling you, it's a wonder he hasn't kicked 100 goals every year.
Yeah.
He's a huge man,
Yeah.
and he's only really now dominating the game.
Just quickly, something I don't want to talk about, and we'll talk about North Melbourne.
Talking about North Melbourne, Jeff.
They've delisted 8 players. There's a few of them that we don't
11,
know about.
no?
11, is it? 11.
Actually,
Yeah,
Talking about
and
the
still
backside.
going.
They're still going.
Jeff, still going.
Still going.
So,
Yeah.
so I reckon by the time they finish, mate, there'll be a new side.
Well, probably needs to happen, boys.
Would you get rid of Benny Brown?
Ben Brown, local product. We rated him, mate.
Look, you look at his stats, guys, and he's kicking 60 goals a year.
That's right.
And he's up there in the Common, as you guys
That's right.
know.
Yep.
Is he an up and back player, and is he a defensive player?
26.
No. He can kick goals. Don't get me wrong, Benny Brown, fantastic.
But that's what he's there for.
I get that, Glenn.
He's
But
on-
in the
he's on
game,
break.
in the game that we play
looking
these
after him.
days, you need a full forward or a centre half forward who can run up and back like a Buddy Franklin. The game's changed, and I don't think Benny Brown has adapted to that game. To be honest with you, he's a stay-at-home forward. I just don't think he's that good around a ground. Does that make sense? You agree with me, or you don't? I don't think you do.
Around the
no.
ground. Around the
You
ground.
know, he doesn't.
No, I think he's hard done by. I seriously think that he'll.
I prefer to have him. At the
No,
club.
I reckon a club will pick him up, and
Yeah.
I think
He'll shine.
where you guys are at, which is where we're at as a club too
Yeah.
at the moment, we're down there, and we're there for a reason.
Yep.
To rebuild.
Yep.
And that's where North Melbourne Hawthorn are at, and.
They-
No,
They've asked him
I actually understand North Melbourne for letting him go at 26. Yeah, 26,
Yeah.
27,
Yeah.
which I forget because he seems like he's been around forever.
Yeah.
But look, he had personal loss
Yeah.
in his family this
Yeah,
year.
he's had tough
It's
times.
been COVID. It's been COVID.
Oh, he'll get picked up.
He's
He'll get picked
got
up.
a massive looking bandage on his leg. I don't know what's going on
He'll
there.
get
Every
picked up.
game he's played.
What's-
Yeah, but the other thing is, North Melbourne lost their best centreman, which is Cunnington, out of the middle.
Yeah.
And the ball's not been going down there. So, look, if you're a forward at North Melbourne,
Yeah, you got no one.
geez,
presenting
you're not going to
to.
be. Look,
We've
hello.
still got Wayne Carey doing the full Monty.
No,
Yeah.
Aaron Hall has come back this year fighting.
Yeah, he played
Well,
ball,
see,
didn't he?
he turned it around, so he's a guy that.
What about
wasn't-
what about Magic Door? They've let him go.
Well, so he's 28
Really?
now, 28,
And he's had a.
and look,
Yeah.
I actually we talk about Magic Door, and I listened to what he said. He was only sang the praises of North Melbourne, the coach, the people, the players, and he loved it. Loved the chance that he got there, and I reckon he'll get picked up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know.
I think
He
he would
could
go
end
to
up at
Carlton.
Adelaide or somewhere as
Why
a.
did so many go?
He go to Carlton. Oh, I think it's just this
Ben Brown's 20.
They've got to
we're
start
doing
again.
horrible. We need to stand.
You've got another 5 years.
Team building, team building.
The only
Which
thing
we've
is,
done.
the only thing that I'm disappointed with North, really, out of all the players we've mentioned, it's not that Ben Brown's and that, but Polak. Why did
Yeah.
they recruit him?
Yes, and why do
The
they
other
pay him so
guy
much
from
money?
the other guy from North,
Yeah,
from Port Adelaide, what was his name?
Yeah, the tattooed guy
Yeah,
with the funny hair.
with the hair.
Yeah, the mullet.
I can't think of his name.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
They picked up those guys, and all of a sudden, this I know Polak was on another 4 years,
Yeah,
800,000, and all of a sudden gone.
crazy.
I don't know. Perhaps Carolyn Wilson. When I watch a lot of shows, perhaps she's right. That
She's never right.
no, I think she's right. I mean, she's actually got a point. Why would you recruit a guy? So it's got to be. It's not the coach. Coach doesn't recruit.
No.
It's your people that recruit the players.
Yep.
And they need to have a good look at themselves or sack them, mate.
Yep.
Sack them.
Yep.
All right. Not the players.
Bloody hell.
Sack them.
All right.
So quickly, if you
Yes.
can't stop Charlie Dixon, you ain't going to beat the grand final.
Yeah, is that sure? That's what you think?
He's a man, man.
He's huge. He's a
I'm
big
Geelong.
boy.
I'm taking Geelong this year, but Charlie Dixon needs to be stopped.
big
Well,
boy.
I'm Hawthorn. I'm definitely not Geelong. So I'm anti-Geelong. So no, I hope anyone, bar Geelong. But sorry.
I agree. But I with Cora, I think they're just they're unstoppable.
They should win it, I suppose. But then again, I still think Richmond won it.
Yep.
They've got to be beaten.
Yep.
So someone's got to be good enough to beat.
Yeah, boys, just before we move on to Supercars, I just wanted to say a quick hello to Kate Jeslinko and Trent Crode. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but last night Trent was trying to make a rabbit cage and Kate was taking the piss out of him that bad.
So Trent,
He
stay
might have ended up in
landscaping.
the cage.
Okay?
Did he end up in the cage?
I don't
It's
know.
bloody funny.
I feel for Trent. We're here supporting you, mate.
Of course
Trent.
you do feel for him, because you
Hey.
can't put a rabbit cage together either.
Well, I just said, it's like me trying to put IKEA furniture together. I can't do that sort of stuff. Al looks at it, she just does it, and I look at it and go, I have no idea. And that's what Trent was like last night.
But we're with you, Trent. You should have went out for tea, mate.
Yeah.
No kids.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, they got to pull their finger, Foxtel, because
Yeah.
we get nothing.
Yeah.
We get donuts at the moment.
Yeah.
People around Australia pay money for all these shows, and we get
Huge.
nothing. So
Huge amounts.
What are we up, mate? Because everyone will pull the pin, and we'll be back
Well, we already
to well, there you go,
We've pulled the pin on sport.
free to air.
Yeah. Guys, if you're listening out there, I'm interested in looking at KO. So if anyone out there is using KO, can you please write in or just let us know, send us an email or
Yeah, what's the better deal?
leave a comment below. KO, is it any
I've got a
good?
deal, but I can't talk about it.
Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to subscribe to KO and have buffering all the time and
No.
Or repeats. Or
Repeats,
yeah. So let us know, guys, if you're watching this. One last thing, guys, before we go and we show a Dean Jones tribute. Bathurst, 15th of October starts Thursday.
We're going to sit down again.
Sunday, the 18th of October.
Are you driving?
I'll be watching. I watch both Bathurst every
No,
night.
I said, but yeah,
Are we driving? No, we're not driving this year.
No,
I can't drive
no,
because
yeah.
well, we can't drive because we can't get there because of the
can't get out of the
restrictions.
driveway.
Yeah,
No, I mean when we're driving,
I love Bathurst. We'll do a Bathurst show though, Glennie.
Yeah, no, we are. No, we can do Bathurst.
Yeah, I do.
15th to the 18th.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Actual
15th.
race is 18th.
We'll be
Thursday.
together.
15th of Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
That's right.
It starts.
How long? have
That's
been
when you
watching
start
Bathurst?
having public holidays.
I was thinking, am I still on holidays? That's
Yeah.
all I was worried about. I'm not.
Coffin ready.
No.
There you go, guys. Got anything else you want to add?
Just that you've mentioned about Philly Kingston and that, which you told me about. So is that right? Upcoming weeks, perhaps.
Yeah, why
Am I
not?
meant to say that?
I don't know, but we will. Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
well, hopefully. Well, we'll put it that way. Hopefully, Philly Kingston up
The cricket
up
guru.
north from Launceston works with Jeff. And, he knows a hell of a lot about local cricket
He knows
and
everything.
knows
about
everything about cricket.
Yeah.
So that's Australian cricket or whatever. So hopefully Phil can start giving us we can get him on a little bit more often.
Well, boys, the cricket's starting. The football,
Yep.
AFL, and the rugby is finishing the league. So we'll cover that when we get back.
Yep.
We'll cover the finals and in both things. We've also got the NFL that has started up, and then I've also got a guy now who is going to cover from America, who's going to cover the baseball for
Baseball.
us. So,
Okay.
and I may have someone in New Zealand to do a bit of coverage over there and stuff as well. So. Yeah, it's all happening with the froth. We're going to come back. Obviously, sports are starting to get going again, Glennie, so we can go back to a normal show without do all the other stuff.
Okay.
We'll still be doing interviews, but probably not as
Not as many, but
every
we'll
week.
do a lot of local. We might do some more local stuff too.
Oh yeah, we're going to get
We'll
out
get back into the grassroots, which I've been going out to lately, and went and had a look at the old club Lindisfarne. I don't know who's in the finals down here. I think North Launceston may be again the favourites in the statewide
They're
league.
unstoppable, those guys.
Unbelievable. Good side.
Unstoppable.
Lorddale are doing a good effort down there, the boys, and so we've got that. We've got, I think Hobart are doing very well in the competition down from that. So
just before we go,
You said that about 10 million
yeah, I know.
times.
That's what we do. I
40
just
minutes.
remembered that there was a cricket competition going to be. Australia was going to play Afghanistan in Perth, and it was the first time we've ever played Afghanistan on Australian soil, and that's been cancelled. So I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, okay.
So the Afghanis and Australia were going to play.
Well, there you go. So they've improved then.
My word. I don't even know how long they've been in that.
I don't know too much about them, but well done.
All right, we're talking about cricket, guys. That's all we've got tonight. We've come on for a special show. We will be back in a couple of weeks' time, and we'll put that on our Facebook page and let everyone know. But it was just nice of us to be here tonight, having a barbecue, having some drinks, talking about Dean Jones.
We're going to continue to talk about Dean Jones and to his great mate Merv, who we had on the show, and we're sorry for also your loss, Merv, because a great mate. So we can't.
Oh, and Alan Border would be
Alan Border. Well. But anyway, look,
just and quickly. It's good to see Ian Callanan getting back on track.
Oh, yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Corey, can you mention about Ian?
Ian Callanan used to play for Adelaide Football Club.
Yep.
Local boy in Hobart. Wingnut's his nickname.
Wingnut, absolute
It's good
champion.
to see he's coming back on track and getting better.
What happened there, mate?
He had a bit of a stroke and lost a bit of his feeling down one side. Wasn't looking good there for a while, but things are getting back on track now. So
well, we're all behind him, and as we've spoken about, we used to watch him for the Devils, mate.
Yes,
yes, he's come a long way.
Absolute champion, little fella. I've said that he reminds me of the little fella from the Western Bulldogs. Great skills. 37-year-old, for God's sake.
Yeah,
and hopefully his fitness is going to help him out of this problem at the moment, mate. But we're behind you, mate, and great men like this behind us that knows you very well. And for anyone that does know Ian Callanan, get behind him, and perhaps we can do something there. And if you're having any difficulties, perhaps we can raise something there for you. That I might do something there on that.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what I've learned by listening to these guys with what he's just spoken about, and Dean Jones, passing away at the age of 59. Let me tell you. Reassess your life. Enjoy every day.
Absolutely, mate. As I said, I wasn't saying that. A couple of years older than me. And
enjoy every day.
You've got to enjoy every day. So
if you stress about work, you stress about life, you stress about anything,
COVID, anything like that, look at this guy. Make the most of it, and be happy.
Nothing's more important than just living your life and doing what you do where you can. So, guys,
exactly.
Fantastic to have you guys on. And
I look forward to when we start back up proper, mate. And we're enjoying the break, and
it's been good.
I think we've been on for a long, long time, so it's good to have the break at the moment. So well done for all your effort.
No worries, thank you.
Anyway, let's go and have a beer,
guys. We're going to have a couple of drinks and celebrate the life of one amazing man in cricket, Dino Jones.
Jonesy.
Well done, Jonesy.
I hope you enjoy. I've just put a little bit of a snippet up here. It goes for 5 minutes, and it's a bit of Jonesy's career. So. Enjoy. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Well,
thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
The big hit. Back 20 rows.
He's chips away nicely. That's 4. That's a glorious shot. That's one of his best shots, in fact. Beautifully played.
Oh, he's hit that. It's going straight down the ground. Will it be over? It's 6. A beautiful shot from Dean Jones. Just short of a length it was, and he heaved it over the boundary in square leg. Just what the doctor ordered.
And that's a good hit. That's 4 runs, and that's beautiful.
Beautifully struck by Jones. He's really taken the attack to the Englishman.
Previous over against Simon O'Donnell. Gladstone Small looked almost unplayable. He had almost arrogantly spanked that one over the cover field for 4. What a great shot. Good hit. There's a man up there, but he won't get it.
Full toss. Goes, over she goes. The fence on the full almost. 4 more. Nathan getting some internal medicine back. That was a beautiful pull shot. The short. Jones very strong with that bottom hand. Whipped it square. Went like a bullet straight over the fence at square leg. There it goes. Zoom. Crash.
3 to Dean Jones, a century for Australia in Australia. Good effort. It's well hit, it clears Chris Broad and the fence. Great over for Australia. Dean Jones moves ever closer to a century. His first ever it would be. There it is, a century for Dean Jones. Has been brought back. Splendid stroke.
And that's his 100. Just come off the edge onto the pad. He looked back at the umpire. 2 runs to Jones. He's 101.
There we go. That's a big hit. Not only wrong direction, but wrong length. 4 runs, but hooked with great authority by Dean Jones. He really is a batsman who, whatever the state of the pitch or the game or the day, within 25 minutes of the close, and just look at this for a shot.
Infield need to watch the single here. Jones is on 99. No need to worry. Small did very well. They still run 4. And that is, I reckon, one of Dean Jones' best innings.
Jones pulls. Pull the square leg.
Oh, he smashed that one. That'll end up in Coco's. It's got miles. It's a big 6. Huge 6 there from Dean Jones. He's decided to let loose. He's made 122 from 125 balls. Oh, just reach out and catch it, Jeffrey. What a magnificent hit. A beautiful shot. That's a huge 6 over the ball. It's a magnificent shot.
Number 6 on the list. And he struck that beautifully, and that's 16 runs in the over. 3 boundaries in the over to Jones. Campbell conceding 16 of it. 5 for 219.
That slides beat for 6, I say. Oh, it's going, you beauty. Under the block track for 6. Slot wonder.